Welcome to another Do Not Disturb dog walk. Here you go, Quicks. Let's put it on. Good boy. He doesn't like putting this on. He likes to perform this little protest every single time. He did that just before I rolled camera. This time, look at him. He's happy because he knows we're going for a walkies. So today, the winds have been quite high, so I elected to stay away from beaches and find us an inland track. A bush walk in the hopes of avoiding high winds. I think even just being here, the high winds aren't existing here, so that's good. Got to lock this. Lock. Good. Away we go. Yeah, so I found this chicken. I thought I'd give him a go at hanging out there. I forgot that the usual plan is to wait until Quigley's done his private business before I roll camera. Whoops. Anyway, there's the yellow sign that says where we are. Muritai Park. Come on, Quigs. We've recorded a walk here once before, only once. Didn't actually stop and look at the sign last time, did we? I'll get as close as I can, and then you can hit the pause button and have a read. Good. Good. Did I do not disturb? Yes, I did. Good. It's 20 past 4. Today is the 15th of October. And I'm up to 11,000 steps for the day, which is good. A little bit of time travelling there to deal with Quigley's private business. As usual, that's what we do on this channel. You get all the joys of dog walking, but I will not stand by and film while my doggy is doing his private business. Now, I do try to pan away whenever I'm sort of facing his direction and he's going to do a wee, but every now and again he just gets away with it. And I'm not going to jump in the video after recording and try to edit those moments out. It's just too much work, so unfortunately, you do have to see that from time to time. But you missed that one, didn't you? I didn't point the camera out. He's peeing on everything at the moment. And the other slogan for this channel is never mind the 6 o'clock news, because as a simple guideline for myself, it just keeps me from talking about dumb stuff. In my opinion, everything on the 6 o'clock news is pretty dumb. No, I want you to come on to our dog walk channel and enjoy controversy-free dog walks. So, yeah, I don't generally share my opinions about much of the current events that are going on in the world, except for what is currently happening right before our eyes. And by and large, we do our dog walks at bushwalks and beaches most of the time. Right, sometimes I talk too much. Sometimes I don't feel like talking much at all. But there's one good way to shut me up, and that is make me climb up a hill. Because for strenuous walks, I prefer to regulate my breathing, and all the jibber jabber, talking too much, messes with that. Well, it was a bit more time travelling because Quigley wasn't quite done with his private business. Anyway, the debate is always bag it or bury it, and that was a bury it scenario. There is a bin just down where we were. You probably remember seeing it. If I did bag it, I would probably leave it here so I wouldn't have to carry it for ages and pick it up on the way back. To be fair, my MO is usually burying it. Now, we came walking here one time and then uploaded that walk, and it got thousands more views than we're usually getting at the moment, and I don't know why. I have a theory that we hit the 50 subscriber mark and maybe the YouTube gods blessed us with suggesting our content to more people. So now I'm thinking maybe we'll see the same phenomenon when we get up to 100 subscribers. So please subscribe. Even if most of the time you'd rather watch more exciting content. We're trying to be, honestly, the antithesis of most of the YouTube content, which is full of influencers and influencer farms and artificial intelligence. I wonder what the pile of rocks is about. See that pile of rocks? I'm pretty sure they didn't accidentally stack like that. Alright, there's a fork in the road of the tracks here. You know what, we've walked so many places that I know we've been here before, but I can't remember the layout, the trails and all that, so it's almost like doing it all over again for the first time. Huh. I wonder what that one said. So I think I'm going to go that way because my intuition tells me that last time we chose that way. So we'll be for sure covering new territory, hopefully. Oh, but the other possibility is it's a loop. And then I guess we're just doing backwards compared to last time. You might know better if you pushed pause to read the billboard at the beginning of the trail. Maybe that had some information on it. About the track layout. I didn't pay much attention to it. I did find the long line. Did we film a recording with the long line? I think we did. But it's in the car. We didn't have the car today. So we're back on the short leash. Now we haven't done it yet, but one day we're going to have merch for this channel. I'm thinking coffee mugs and t-shirts at least, maybe some other cool stuff, but we haven't done that yet. What are we up to? 130 something recordings. I expect one day we'll get up to the thousands and we'll have travelled more broadly and hopefully got a lot more financial supporters, etc. That future's coming. So if you're from way in the future and you happen to dig up this old recording, that might have already happened. You might be able to get some of our merch, coffee mugs and t-shirts, and whatever else ideas we come up with. I think we're a bit late to do a 2025 calendar, but also I think if we made one of those, maybe 2 people would buy one at this point in time. We'll see how it goes in the long run. Oh, that's the other thing I do pretty much every episode, at least the first time during a recording when I use this thing. It's my water supply. It's a hose that I suck on to get water out of the water bladder backpack. So just so you know, when I use it, it makes funny noises. I've contemplated pushing pause whenever I use it. And I will if the viewers demand it in the future. Yeah, it sounds terrible. Stop it. If enough people protest, I might. But I prefer to keep the camera rolling. And it's authentic and true. So that's what it is. Anyway, I'm thirsty. I'm going to drink some. Oh yeah, a park bench. And we do have this thing where we rate park benches. But usually when we're behaving like tourists and going to places that are further away from home, this is pretty much our backyard, this track. And so I I don't rate the park benches close to home. Since we're more likely to see them more often, I'll just end up in a situation where I'm like, yep, we've already rated this park bench in episode such and such, so I just don't bother. But yes, that is one of the things we do on this channel. It's a relatively new idea. We didn't do it for 70% of the recordings so far, so let's stop and have a look at the view, Quigs. Good. Wow. Oh. What do you do? Come on, let's go. And all these recordings we've done, I've only tripped over once. It wasn't even a trip. It was just a bit of a panic. I was like, whoa! And quick recovery. So I'm a goat. Considering some of the places we've been. And then we've had the episodes where we're walking on a gumboot track, but I'm not wearing gumboots. So it becomes a bit of a rock hopping fiasco. And then we've also gone back to the same places with gumboots and gone, this time gumboots. I'm sure that this track that we're on has its moments, you know, after the wet weather and everything. Oh, there you go, a little bit more time travelling. For the sake of dealing with Quigley's private business yet again. He's a real poop machine today. Yes, but reports from the family who were taking care of him while I was at work, they said he didn't poop all morning, so I should not be surprised. And he'll be super stoked to have been able to get out on a bushwalk and lose some weight. Hey, Quigs. Good boy. Hey, koi. Haere mai. Sometimes I hurry him up, sometimes I just let him run his investigations. There's another park bench. I think I'm going to grab a rest. Have a rest. Yeah. Sweet as. See you when we're done with the resting. But yes, that's right, you don't get a rest. Because of the magical pause button. We didn't rest for very long. Oh. If I can get an Insta 360 camera in the future, I mean when we do, because I really want one, I'm really hoping that I'm going to be able to program into the editing to track him that'd be cool. Automatic editing. I mean, I think that's what I want to do with the footage, that you're always watching him, no matter where he is. Like the eyes in the back of my head. But I think the editing looks like it might be a little bit hard work. I'm not sure. Time consuming, I mean. But yes, object tracking. If that's built in, if somebody knows if that's in there, let me know in the comments. Yep, but we'll get there eventually. I'm thinking it will be pretty good to contribute to Google Maps as well. And when third parties contribute three-dimensional spheres into Google, if you look directly down, they usually put their logo, and I assume that's where I'll put the Adventures of Quigley Woggles logo. That'll be cool. Alright. Oh well, we've been heading south a lot more than anything else, but now we're bearing back to the north, which is a good prospect for this being a loop. Probably is a loop. I should remember from last time we came. I think I need some privacy just for a sec. Yeah, you're right, I don't always use the watch. It comes in helpful from time to time, because I can't really see the screen on the phone on the chest body mount. I can't see the screen very well. And using the watch to preview the video is pretty cool. You see? And I can zoom in on things. It's pretty good. I like that feature. Come on. Oh, thanks. Hey, what? Wait. This is the fork in the roads up here. I can see the information bollard. I can feel the summer coming already. The sweat on my forehead. Where this exact walk will make me sweat. Okay, good. That's the halfway point, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, the second half is all downhill. That'll be much appreciated. So climbing all the way up here. Quigley's just getting a little bit of training. Good boy. Yep, the summer's coming. The sweat dripping from my brow and right into my eyes. That's the future. I can feel it. Happens every summer. I might have to bring a nice, cool, wet towel to mop my brow with. He's not really used to being on the short leash anymore. He usually has his long line freedom, and I let him just be free and drag the line. Oh, this is turning out to be a real do not disturb dog walk because we haven't seen a single another soul. Good boy, Quigley. Oh. Run your investigations. Am I detained or am I free to go? He keeps looking back at me. He's like, oh, come on, man. You're slowing me right down. This sucks. Leave it. Well, you might see that Quigley kind of regulates the speed that we walk. Well, actually, it's me, but if he pulls on the leash, then I stop. See, and that's how he learns that trying to drag me along does not work. It doesn't get you there faster. It doesn't get you there faster, Quigley. I appreciate his adventurous spirit and his, very obvious what he wants. He's like, I need to sniff that thing! Oh, I'm loving the cool breeze. That's so good. He's so annoyed. I can see the annoyance in his face. It's like, come on. Actually, I'm obviously. We usually are when we say such things. What's probably really going on is like, he's asking me very nicely, can you hurry up, please? Because all I see is love in my dog's eyes. I've never seen him angry at me. A park bench. Right, we're going to catch ourselves another rest break right here. Not for you though, because obviously I push the pause button. And then it comes straight back to you. First, obviously, I have to stand on it and zoom in on some stuff, eh? For you, the viewers. What are we going to see? Alright, Quigley's not cooperating with me. Maybe if I just tie him to the bench. Oh, come on. This is usually easy. Okay, oh, it needs a little bit more loosen. Okay, that'll work. You are tied to the bench now, Quigley. Alright, so I mean, it's just going to look pretty foggy in these conditions. The Wellington City's over there. Where? Malon, you promised us Wellington. Where is it? There it is. I mean, our view of it's partially obstructed by that island. G'day. Alright, rest break time. We'll see you in a second. It just dawned on me that I told you that was an island. But it's not. It's the Muritai Peninsula. Where is it? There. And there's the Days Bay Ferry. Get a focus on that. Nah. Alright, quick. Rest break's over, bud. Let's get out of here. Come on, my buddy. I don't have to ask him twice. He was actually asking me if we could hurry up and go. He's like, hello? Why are you just standing around? Why are you just sitting there? Good boy. This is a native New Zealand plant. A lot of our multicultural designs are inspired by these. looking forward to getting back to sea level. My legs are jelly. Now, in the most recent recordings, just before this, I've been mentioning during most of them that I had to take some time off from producing recordings for the YouTube channel because I got whacked with sickness. Take time off work too. So I guess I bring it up again because I'm still not quite back to 100% full health. But one thing I know for sure is that I will get out and record a dog walk every day that I possibly can, and that's all that I can promise. I was feeling the stupid feelings of feeling guilty of letting down the channel. When I wasn't well, and when I was going, ugh, I could go out and walk the dog on camera, but I'll sound terrible, and all I'll be able to talk about is how terrible I feel. So, yeah. We just didn't. One thing's for sure though is that I have a lot of energy. When I am most fit and healthy and well. So a return to form means dog walks as often as possible for the YouTube channel. More often for the sake of the dog. Because we still went walking, just didn't record, that's for sure. There was only really 2 days during me being ill where I was just like absolutely not keen to do anything else but be in bed and rest. Quigley kept me company a lot. Cuddled up next to me on the bed. He loves cuddling on the bed. Quigley is a rescue dog. You wouldn't catch us buying a dog. Not when there's so many dogs in dire circumstances who need to be rehomed. So yeah, it kind of annoys us when people buy dogs, especially exorbitant priced dogs from backyard breeders. Now, I don't know much about it, but when it comes to backyard breeding, I think, why do they call it backyard breeding? And who knows, they might do just as good a job as someone who is a licensed breeder. But I'm only assuming that people get licenses for breeding. And I suppose even then, you're still buying a dog rather than rescuing a dog, right? But yeah, no, I get it. Some people need particular breeds. And some people... I think, I don't know if it's true, but I think some people have licenses to breed, and that's why you have the term backyard breeders, because those are the people who are doing it without a license. And the point of licenses and registration is so that there can be some government oversight on your conduct. And I think that's how it's supposed to work. And if people are doing it without a license, and without regulatory authority. I could be all wrong. Maybe there's just no such thing as licensed breeding. But I can't think of a reason why we would be upset about backyard breeding if it wasn't that, unlicensed or unregulated operation. We've got some pretty strong anti-cruelty to animal rules, and laws, and probably some laws that govern what people can and can't do with animal genetics. People or corporations, I should say. Anyway, why am I down the bloody dog breeding rabbit hole? Well, mostly because people ask me what kind of dog Quigley is, so I'm really not sure. We didn't get to meet his parents. And we're not flash enough to send his DNA away for analysis. I mean, actually, we're smart enough to know that that's an option. We almost don't care. But in the long run, maybe we will one day. Maybe because of this YouTube channel, if people are curious enough to know. Maybe. But, it costs a bit of money, so, and when our money is needed for much more important things than knowing what his genetics are, for the time being, it remains a mystery. Sorry. Good job. Quigley, you're not supposed to be pulling me like this. Heel. Good boy, heel. Kapai. Here we go. Can't remember if I recorded this last time we came to Muritai Park. I don't even know if it was here. It looks like it probably was. Anyway. Let me take the camera off the mount for you guys at home. And get some nice square shots of that, so that you can pause and read these if you are so inclined. And look at those amazing images. You're there. You're here with us. Here at this place. Muritai. G'day. Cool. Get back to it. I lied actually. We didn't get straight back to it. We did a bit more time travelling. Sit on this bench. Have another rest. Thank you, park bench. Nice level 4 park bench. Even though we don't rate them in our neighbourhood. The rating scale for rating park benches is out of 8. Level 1 and 2 park benches are so derelict, destroyed, rotten, disgusting, that we won't we wouldn't even bother to sit on them. Let's get your leg out from there quickly. Good. And yeah, most park benches will score a level 4. That's about the average. That's about standard. I don't think we'll ever find a level 8 one. That would have to be jewel encrusted. Or gold plated. I don't know what happened, but I looked down and the recording wasn't happening. And I blabbed about all sorts of stuff, and then I realised it ain't on the record. We missed a bit of the walk, but we'll finish up. Maybe I push the stop button instead of record before. It's not far to go. The faster Quigley wants to get there, the slower we'll go. Poor bugger, he doesn't know. Oh, that's a very Kiwi word, by the way, saying bugger. In fact, it's such a naughty word when I was a child that no one said it. When people said it, it was naughty. And these days it's just, I guess, maybe slightly frowned upon, but you can call someone a good bugger. You can call someone a bugger. And I am not going to describe to you why that word is naughty. You might have to Google it. But we had this famous TV commercial on the telly when I was a kid that dared to use the word bugger. And a very, actually, award-winning TV commercial, to be honest. And it was on TV for a long time. The controversy gained it more popularity, and thus they paid for more airtime for it. It's sort of a vicious cycle. It made a lot of people mad. Like, it violated broadcasting standards, but it was like the turning point for that particular word. But buggering is not a nice thing, and calling someone a bugger means that they like to bugger things. And we love that word in New Zealand so much we even have the term buggered when something's broken. It's been buggered. What a funny word. What a funny word, eh, Quigley? Don't really plan where we're going to walk. I normally come up with it just on the fly. When it's time to go for a walk, I go, where shall we go? Somewhere around here. Depending on how much time, travel time, and which vehicles are available to us, etc. Sometimes, because I'm a freight truck driver and I drive across country from time to time, sometimes Quigley comes for a ride. It's been many, many weeks since he last came for a ride. But I'm looking forward to the next time. Because otherwise, generally, for the time being, we're not stuck, but as far as exploring New Zealand goes, yes, we do live in a bus, and we live in the bus life, and we travel around the country sometimes, but our commitments to the community are all right here in this region. So we spend most of our time here, and I do dream of us taking to the road and travelling the country as a lifestyle. And that's why I made the YouTube channel, to be honest. I think about it all the time. I see some very popular crowd-funded YouTube channels that are terrible compared to ours. So that means I know we deserve funding from the community because our channel is just so awesome. And it will get more awesome when we get our financial supporters on board. And so that could be you. That could be any one of you that watches this. Even if you just send $1. Just $1 because you watched this episode. I keep joking that every time I feed my dog a treat, you all have to send $1 when you witness that. It's like if you don't know how much to send at least that. $1 for every treat that you see me feed my dog. He doesn't get treats frequently. And if I ever figure it out that that's where people are coming up with the number, how much money to send, then obviously I could game it and feed him much more treats. But I don't. And as long as you don't tell me, it is at my suggestion, but don't tell me that it's working, because otherwise then I might be tempted to just feed him more treats to get more money out of all you. Nah. I'm just saying, I don't know how much to ask for, but $1 from everyone would be great. Yep. Just to start with. And when the income from the YouTube channel becomes enough of an income to depend on to get away from slaving for a wage, and then we can spend much more time making content for the channel and making much more awesome content for the channel. And so, take for example, old Joe Rogan. He went for 2 years, didn't make a single cent from his podcast, but now he has the most popular podcast on the planet. And I'm not saying that I have dreams of us rivaling the Joe Rogan channel, but I can tell you that I know I'm going to put in all this hard work first. So have hours and hours and hours of content for all of you all self-funded to start with, you know, just to get the ball rolling. So you know that I'm committed. Quigley, come on. Alright, so I'm talking too much. And it's the end, obviously, because we're home. And I've got to get in it and drive it back closer to home base. I'm going to thank you all for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks.